Welcome to 2019! Yay! My generator died. Oh boy, it's been one of those days that starts off like rah, 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 rah. To one of those days it's like, yeah, woo woo, get that roof up off my head. It's trying out the gaming computer, although I don't have my keyboard yet because I'm a lefty, so I need a special keyboard. So I was just kind of messing around just to see if the game would work. Pow! Damn circuit breaker. That circuit breaker's been popping for it's a weak circuit breaker. So I pull the thing out, it's not even tightened. So the wire is fried, and so it's just been there arcing. Ha! I don't know how that happened, seriously, because like there was a burned up wire nut going to that I had to take out of the mix. So I've been into that, and I don't know why, but that'll probably solve the problem of the breaker popping. And then there's the generator. So this is what I did I've been conceptualizing with building a little shack and pumping the heat of the generator under the trailer. And that was kind of a necessity to even keep the water going before I had this whole new water system. Well, the whole new water system does, but now what could possibly freeze up is the dumper handles. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully I might just wrap something heated around them. I don't know. I've been like, well, I need to put the generator in something. And I put the generator, I think I've shown this, in the back of the truck every single night. And then I kind of park a propane tank up and little things to like reflect the heat to keep the propane tank warm. I mean, yeah. But I had to put it in the back of the truck like that for the temperature. So if I didn't, it would get too cold and the propane wouldn't turn into gas. The generator would just die. I've been wanting to build something, right? And I've been like thinking about this and thinking about that, but I'm like really not trying to spend money on stuff, you know? Especially temporary. I've said this a million times. And then it occurred to me, I have a structure that is not even being used that I can put everything I need in there. So now right outside my door is a whole other trailer. And it really keeps the generator quiet, and it keeps the propane tanks warm enough, and it's going to keep that trailer. Although if there's any damage to have been done to that trailer from not winterizing it, it's already done, right? It's already been freaking super cold, super number of times. So that gives me a place to have stuff other than the generator. I got tools over there. I had to take this thing apart, and I needed tools to take it apart. So instead of having the tools all the way over there in the other place, I can just put them in here. Some tools, not all, which is super convenient. And I don't have to move the generator in and out. Like, say if I need to leave, like every time I gotta go, I take the generator out of the back of the truck and set it somewhere on the ground and plug it in and turn it on and let it run. And I got back the other night and it was green light. By the time I got around, it was red light. Green light means it's going good. Red light means it's overtaxed or under-fueled. What was the thing? The fuel wasn't turning to gas. A lot of problems on that level. And it's like, if everything doesn't stay a certain temperature, the generator just fluctuates hugely. It'll just go down to where it's not even putting out, not even 100 volts, not even 100 volts, right? And it's supposed to be 120 volts. Anything under 109 volts is messing with your electronic equipment because it has to run at a higher amperage to get the same volts. I just got it up in there, got it all situated, and the sun was going down where I had to turn it on. Man, it's just not running very good. Or the propane was that cold. It did snow today, so I bought a freaking thermometer gizmo, but what did I do with it? Well, anyway. Yeah, this is super awesome because now I don't have to spend any money building a gizmo for the generator. Now the only pressing issue that I have to really make it for the next 2 months is another load of straw to pile around the water tank to keep it warm. And this thing, you hear that? That's been going non-stop ever since I plugged in those heated hoses. But that heated hose is the only thing that's keeping my water going. My water stopped today, blew a fuse. The fuse on the pump blew. Oh, man, I'm telling you. Yeah, one of those days. But it's really actually overall super awesome because I've been thinking that my breaker is like weak or whatever. No, it's just arcing. Generator indoors with propane. Some people are gonna go, oh my God, you have a propane tank inside. Yes, I do. But propane drops. It's heavier than air. So it'll accumulate on the floor. I have the way the extension cord, that extension cord lets there be a flow of, so that there could be no propane that could build up in there. And the generator's up off the ground, which is the only source of ignition. It would seriously be impossible. There's open windows in there, so I'm not worried about that at all. I mean, it's like on my radar, but I think I've taken enough preventative measures to prevent a catastrophe, right? I mean, that's really, I'm not trying to have any catastrophes, but I have to maintain my power level. I mean, this thing right here, it needs its batteries charged. I got to put the data on the cards onto other computers, and I mean, it's just, I don't have a choice. I need power. Once that sun starts going down, I got to turn on my generator right now. That's how much power I'm using versus how much power I'm like, I used to be able to not turn the generator on until like right before I went to bed. Like I was drawing so little power and it would have run out in the middle of the night. So I had to turn the generator on to make it through the night. Now, if I was really clever, I could get like a ginormous battery and just put it in there, charge it up, and then work off that battery. But that's like a whole nother expenditure. So anyway, that's today's update for updates, and I've got some really epic footage that I shot of clouds. Yes, clouds can be epic. And there's another GoPro outside, and the footage I'm getting off these GoPros is so good. It's amazing. Even the audio's good. I mean, I love these things. There's no buttons to bump like my other camera's nice and all. I'm not going to get rid of it. I want to get a different lens and kind of prioritize it to a different category now and start using these GoPros for pretty much everything, really. I mean, I'm even going to start the stuff I do in the truck, set that up with GoPros. I'm kind of tired of having a tripod in my front seat, to be honest with you. And that big ass camera attracts attention, which, that's not a huge deal, but I got to pick people up and drive them, and it's like, oh, get in the back seat. I've done that it's been like 8 or 9 months I've been rolling like that, so it's good for upgrade. And I love these GoPros. They work awesome. I won't use, this stuff that this is just, who gives a this is just little updates, just, tabbing stuff. The audio isn't the greatest. It's not the end of the world. But when I'm shooting like my autobiography and stuff, I need good audio on that. So I'll wear the mic thing, and so I'll get good audio. I can't imagine anyone actually liking this video, but if misery's your thing, well, you've come to the right place. Hello and welcome to another vlog on an unscheduled basis. Can't call it a daily, can't call it a weekly. I should call it the shitty vlog, as the majority of the vlogs are, man, listen to this shit. Today, listen to this shit. Generator died. Won't start. It's been slowly croaking, but it fully wouldn't start again today after basically ran 2 propane tanks dry last night. I had to get up in the middle of the night 3 times, but 2 of them might have been just like right back to me. It was the middle of the freaking night. Now I'm doing exactly what I didn't want to do, which is a mad dash, like, to go, like, I just thought the tank ran out. I didn't, and that's probably all it did, but whatever problem the generator's been having, which it's been having a generator, I looked up the problem, and it's like maybe some carburetor issue, some plug thing, which is super weird that it would have that based on the fact that it's never run gas in it. So like how it could get a plugged up carburetor off of propane is just weird. But maybe that happens. I don't know. I'm not a source for information on this topic. And honestly, I don't have time enough to try to learn any of that stuff. I have no desire to be a mechanic. Maintenance stuff, like changing the oil, like I did that, so I know that's not the problem. But now it's New Year's Day. Welcome to 2019. Yay, my generator died. 2019 has started off like really. The few hours that have been 2019 have equaled getting out of bed and going and messing with a generator 3 times in the middle of the night, waking up in the morning and feeling just like I didn't sleep at all. And I haven't even had, in this whole holiday season, I've had one 22-ounce cider. So it's not like I went to bed drunk. I didn't have anything to drink at all. I did have some spaghetti pretty late, which could contribute. Didn't help, put it that way. At this point, I'm just buying basically I have to buy a gas generator. I don't want to deal with gas. Oh well. And you know who I really blame this on? KB. KB never sent me my check. Maybe I'm not blaming KB. I shouldn't just blame KB, but they've freaking left me hanging on a lot of occasions, so I wouldn't be at all surprised if it was them. It could be the mail. That happens, or it could be the processing company. I'm so fed up with the way the system is set up, I could just complain about it endlessly. Oh wait, I do. I didn't get my check this month, whoever's fault that is, the universe's, and what it equals is that my backup generator, I just kept postponing. I'm like, God, I kind of like to get that money in my hand before if there's some issue, like I'm not going to be getting that money anymore for some reason, like I don't even know. All I know is that the generator got me through the night. And actually it ran out of propane, and then I switched it over to this other tank I had, and it started up and then ran like fine on that tank. Maybe I forgot to turn the starter back off. There's a switch that engages the battery that'll start for the auto start. If I don't turn that switch off, that battery will just go dead. So in the middle of the night, I might have forgot to turn. Okay, so now the starter's dead. Okay, start pulling on the pull string. Notice the pull string is one little thread from breaking. Ugh. I'm like, holy shit. I'm so lucky I actually caught that at the final second. So I tied knots, wound it around the handle, and I pulled and 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 pulled. And then I'm like, well, maybe the thing will run if I put some gas. Well, I don't even have gas, mixed gas for a chainsaw. I'm like, well, fuck it. It's not gonna kill the thing to burn a little oil. I wouldn't start on gas. That generator went out in fine fashion. I think I only owned it for 3 months. I think I changed the oil probably like, I don't know, 10 times or something. Maybe I ran it 1,000 hours. I should be able to call the company and be like, hey, we'll see. I put mixed gas in there for 2 seconds and it never would even start on that either. What would you do when you're off grid and your generators? That's the only thing. It's keeping my, it just kind of putters along all night, keeping the batteries charged and just, I don't have enough battery power to last all night. As soon as the sun isn't high enough on the solar panel to run what I call the basics, So I run the basics. Well, the basics are all off right now. I turned off the inverter. Water could freeze up. Just nightmare right now. Like all my fancy shit I just installed could just freeze and break. If I can't get back there and get that started in, before all the inverter runs the heated hoses. It's just my life where things get just horrible. Obviously, not Yemen or Syria horrible, or not even like, some third world countries that the global warming, sea rise is impacting. Obviously everything's within a matter of scale and perception, right? Horrible for me is the fact that machinery has to die. I mean, I could have died in a worse, it is New Year's Day. It's a pretty off day for equipment purchasing. What my whole infrastructure is propane, and now my propane generator is dying and I'm going to go buy a gas generator. So I'm spending the money that I don't even have. Honestly, I've been spending money I don't have for like 2 months. I think I've been out of money for a couple months now. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. Unfortunately, it's gonna get a lot worse. Unfortunately, probably for everyone, probably too. I'm expecting this invention to kick in and make my life groovy, mellow, non-complicated financially. It'll probably come to market right about the same time the world's economy is crashing again, because it's due, because welcome to capitalism. I'm just gonna have to be happy I own property, and hopefully you can't take it away from me. So I was really trying to have this whole credit-free lifestyle, but then really where it all started to fall apart was right at the start. The bank, man. The bank, that horse with the backhoe. I'm trying to post this sign up in this board we have at the end of our street for work. And I've had it there, and this time I was totally distracted by this other car. I was like, oh, I want to get minivans. Like, I have this phobia about being stuck behind minivans. So anyway, I'm trying to get work with my equipment that I own. Seeing if I can't just get some, I should actually add some things to this now that I'm thinking about it. Because literally within view, my place, somebody else is building a place. So there's people building and working out there. They might need backhoe work, or just, at this point, I gotta just do whatever. Thanks, KB. Appreciate that freaking on the time payment. Yeah, it was really nice spending my birthday. I'm not a Christmas person, but my birthday and New Year's with zero money in my account, because I didn't get paid my little set amount of money that I live on every month after working my ass off for almost 10 years straight on a company that has royalties on all this shit. I swear, it's just, capitalism is so broken. Like and subscribe. I can't imagine anyone actually liking this video, but if misery is your thing, well, you've come to the right place. For probably about another year, maybe the misery will subside a little bit. I don't know. Forecast: misery. Have a great day. Yeah, this is an update to the whole my effing generator died. Well, the new generator they didn't have a plug-in that style of plug-in that my trailer takes, and they didn't have the adapter. So I literally have to wire, the level of nightmare right now. Like, I have to put a generator together, break in oil change, wire the plug. Luckily I have this other plug that I had that I bought when I couldn't buy the right one. So I have this other plug that works, that I'll just whack the end off. But literally the amount of work that I have, like, so much work to do before this thing's going to be on, even though it could have been worse. The one good thing was, though, is they had it listed for $3.99. They charging me like $4.50-ish or $4.99 or whatever, $4.49. I was like, it said it was $3.99, and I had to go through some bullshit, but it got $50 off the price. It really was listed for $3.99. Yeah, there's a person that's homeless and completely way more miserable than I am. There's a matter of perspective, though. It's like, I'm used to living a certain way. I've worked my ass off. But Doesn't matter how hard you work, it just takes one lying ass bitch at a bank to set you down a road, and then when you're down, then don't get paid. It's so lame right now. It's so lame. You know, and I've got a shoot next week that I am just like, I can't even do it now. Like, unless I take that other generator to a repair shop, get it fixed, which means me paying for it to get fixed when it should be a warranty, because this generator will run for 9.5 hours. This other generator will run for 3 days on that tank. Probably more on that tank if I don't have anything else much. Like, I'm not there and there's like hardly any draw on the thing. I got a feeling 2019 is just going to be another year for me. And then probably sometime in the time between 2019 and 2020, everything's going to crash, and then life's going to be shitty for everybody. Anyway, I'm going to have a load of work as soon as I get home. Right now I'm driving to try to get special gas for this thing and oil. I didn't even think about oil. I have oil for the other one. I can't imagine them taking different oil, and honestly I don't care if it does. I'm just gonna put the oil I have for it in it. This is what I didn't want. I didn't want a gas generator. I just didn't want one. Smelly gas, and now I got 3 gas cans, a bunch of shit I didn't want. I didn't want anything I just paid money for. None of it. Generator dies. Literally, I got the page on my opened up the generators, a website with generators. I literally have that open right now on my computer. I've been shopping, trying to decide what generator I wanted to buy. And in no reality did it involve buying a gas generator. The only good thing is gas generators are cheap, comparatively speaking. Even with all the bullshit that I had to buy, I spent 50% of what I was going to buy. But that's 50% wasted money. It's just gone. I mean, I can maybe sell it for something. I wanted a backup generator. There was a propane situation, so I don't know. That propane generator that I have, it's a Champion dual fuel. If it just worked fine, I have no complaint. I don't know if there's a run out of it. You know, I changed the oil. I cleaned the air filter. There's a system that generator's company has where you can plug each generator into another generator to get more overall power, right? Well, that's kind of a cool feature. I haven't actually been able to think of why I would use it in my current situation. As a matter of fact, I had done a lot more thinking about putting a backup situation in the truck. Then I'd have a portable situation that could, you know, I just turn the truck on, plug into the truck, okay, it's good to go. All this was all just waiting to get paid. It's waiting to get my check, and honestly, that check, it's not shit anyway. I mean, the amount of money that I have coming in right now is pathetic. Pathetic. And I let this employee just do what she wanted, and now the company is in dire straits on top of everything else. Now it's turned into a wild goose chase, because running these little engines, you're supposed to run them on no ethanol in the gas. So getting non-ethanol gas is a trick, because the place that I picked to go get it closed. I didn't even see it. So then I go to this other place and they don't have it. Then I go to another place and they go, we only have 5 gallons and we only sell it by the bucket too. So they're going to charge a fortune. So now I'm driving all the way back this other direction. I mean, the problem is that I had all this stuff figured out. How much stuff would cost, how long it would take me to get it done. And it just started falling apart right from the start. Like, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars going in the wrong direction to try to stay on schedule. I should have already been done with the sewage treatment plant or done with the septic system. Should be done with the sewage treatment plant by now, because it's not that big deal. It's all about this hole and some cement being poured, and then, you know, some basic plumbing, right? No big deal. Well, that's all out the window. I'm not going to spend that kind of money next to a crazy person. I'm still like, at this point, I'm like, well, I have enough credit left. I max out my credit to get the parts I need to finish the septic system, and then at least I'll have a septic system. I mean, that's it. That's putting a septic system in saves me probably about, you know, $250 a month. Probably going to cost me, the faster I get it done. I mean, that's being able to just deal with sewage on site, even though it's a clear premium. Yeah. Wow. That's cool.